Yeah, we like to interview influential women in the sport of archery.
We're obviously very laid back.
And if there's something completely inappropriate that happens, just tell Julie, edit that out. Basically, it's a bunch of girls talking about archery. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Bowdivas. I'm Annalicia Green, and I'm here with Julie Griggs.
Hello.
And Barb Frazier.
Hi, Annalicia.
Hi. Today's guest is an amazing young lady that has won the NFAA Nationals numerous times, winning her first at just 11 years old. She was on the very first Compound USA Junior Dream Team, and this is just a few of the accomplishments that she has had. Let's welcome our super talented guest, Brooke Miller.
Hello, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Well, why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about how you got started in archery? I know that I know a little bit about it, but we want our listeners to know how you got started.
Okay. How I got started was my dad shot in the league, and I went with him, and I thought it looked like a lot of fun. So I begged him to get me a bow. And then I just started shooting and realized I was pretty good and that I loved archery, and then it just kind of went from there.
All right. So that was at how old? You were 10?
11, 10.
10 or 11? That's cool.
And so you were doing an indoor league, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, I have down the 11, you won your first national. So you started and right off won, huh?
Yeah, it was crazy because when we went into nationals, we had no idea really what we were getting into. We were just kind of starting off. And we knew my scores were good, but we didn't really know how it would turn out. And it was just awesome.
That is cool. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the equipment that you're shooting, and then we'll go back into how many times you won in an NFAA indoors.
Okay. The bow I shoot right now is a Hoyt Podium. I have Excel sights with Easton X10 Pro Tours, which is what I shoot for FIDA, and Stanislavski hinges, like Stanislavski releases.
Okay. Are you shooting a hinge or a button?
Hinge.
Hinge.
Well, hinge, if there's no wind, but if there's a lot of wind, I will switch to my button.
Right.
Gotcha.
Good plan.
Back to the podium, what draw length are you shooting?
My draw length is about 27.
Wow.
And on that podium, does it come in two different axles, or it does? Jim's shaking his head.
Yes, they do.
What are you at on axle?
37, I think.
37.
Yeah. The smaller one.
Right.
There's also what's the large? The larger one's I think 42.
Okay. So, and you're at 27 draw length, so that's pretty...
How tall are you, Brooke?
I'm about 5'7".
Okay.
Oh, she's decent.
Yeah.
Decent height. So, what about poundage? What kind of poundage are you drawing?
Well, I'm shooting about 48 pounds, 47 pounds, around there.
Okay.
That's good. And do you do the same indoor? I know you're shooting outdoor right now, but do you shoot a different poundage indoor?
Yes, I shoot. Well, depends. I mean, normally I might crank it back down a little bit than I do an outdoor, but
is this one?
Not that much.
Okay. Well, I think that's all on your equipment, unless you can think of something else. Bud.
What the scope? Did you say like if you're shooting a lens and what power?
I shoot a 6-power scope
6
and
power.
and a clarifier in my string.
Like a 1 or a 2 clarifier or
A 2.
2? Okay. So you can really see detail.
Oh yeah. Well, I have contacts, but I never used to wear them. So when I shot, it's like set up to my like bad eyes. Now I have contacts, but I don't wear them when I shoot.
Really? So you don't wear any correctional lenses at all? No contacts or glasses?
No.
But so
Nope.
wait, you're clearing up your sight picture basically with your lens and clarifier then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gotcha.
So, what's your perceived movement like? I know, like a 6-power lens kind of freaks some people out with the movement. What is it like for you? It must be pretty still.
It's pretty still. I seem to like that one better than most of them that I've tried. I tried the 4-power one, and I just like the way the 6-power sees.
Do you think that's because you're vision? Because I have really super bad vision, and all of us women that seem to be getting older start to struggle with our vision.
She's so young.
And so we wonder if having a higher power lens or clarifiers or things like that would help us see better.
Yeah, it tends to help me, I think, because I tried shooting with my contacts, but it just don't work the way I have my bow set up now.
Gotcha.
That's me.
Okay, I was
Sorry,
gonna say,
we were getting some extra noise. It's
Yeah,
Annalicia. Sorry.
if we pause, we're not super proficient at the technical part of this. We'll admit that now. So no telling.
Julie does an amazing editing.
Yes, thank God.
Well, why don't
I'm
you?
checking to make sure we are actually recording. Okay,
Yes,
we
we
are. Sorry.
Why don't you talk a little bit about you won your first NFAA as a cub when you were 11, but then you won it again at 13 and 14.
Yes, I won 11 when I was 11 years old and when I was 13 years old, but I also got second, and then I won when I was 15.
So you've had first or second since you were 11 almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Must be nice.
That's really cool for the younger girls that could be 10, 11 years old to see how well you've done. That could be them just as easy as it is you. It just takes a little hard work, huh?
Yeah.
How many days do you train a week?
Well, right now during football season, I don't practice as much as I normally do, but before a tournament, I will pretty much shoot every night.
Okay.
But right now during softball, I'd say I shoot maybe once or twice a week.
Yeah. And you're really good at softball, I hear, too. Oh, somebody's volume's
Play a
turned
lot
up.
of that.
I think that might be me.
What position do you play?
I play center field.
So you're fast. You're not a fast runner?
yeah.
Usually they put the fast runner in center field.
True. I can just track the ball really well. That's my best thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to hear you do something besides archery because I'm in education, so I work with kids, and I always worry about them if they, I guess, specialize in one thing instead of broadening their horizons and doing other things. So that's really good to hear that you do something besides archery.
Yep. It's hard trying to do both,
Juggle.
but
Yeah.
during the summer because there's so much going on with archery and so much. I play travel softball too, so it's hard to mix in tournaments between softball and archery.
Well, it sounds like you have great parents that take you to all these things.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're putting miles on the folks' car, aren't you?
And a big dent in the pocketbook.
But you know what? You're a good kid, and you're very good at what you do. It sounds like in both sports. So I know your parents are awful proud of you.
They are.
Yeah. Well, and I see that you made the USAT, did I say that right, cadet team at age 13,
Yep.
and you made it in the 15 to 17 age group?
Yep.
Oh.
I made that the last 2 years when I was 14 and 15, and then this year I'm currently set for the junior team.
Right.
There's still one more shoot, but though I'm pretty well locked in.
Cool.
For the junior team. So what happens
for the
when
junior team.
So what happens when you're on the junior team? I mean, do you have to go to certain events or?
Yeah, describe that whole process for us.
If you make the junior team, there used to be a trip that they'd send you to, like 2 trips or so, but now they're only giving us money. I think they're giving us like $1,500 to go to a tournament.
Right. So you get to choose which.
International.
Honey, are you moving around a bunch? It sounds like
No, not
you're
really.
playing softball right now. Oh, okay. It just sounds like that. Maybe it's our connection.
So how do you go through making the team? What do you have to do?
You have to go to a certain amount of shoots to make it. The main one you have to go to is outdoor nationals. And other than that, there's some shoots that the main shoots are Florida, which is Gator Cup. Then there's one in California, which is SoCal. I went to those 2. Then there's one in Arizona.
Right.
And then there's one in Ohio that's coming up. And I think you have to go to 2 of those and outdoor nationals. And then there's also indoor nationals, which you could go to.
Right.
Which is held like all over the U.S.
Okay.
And so you got quite a few shoots you can pick through, but you got to have 2 shoots and then outdoor nationals.
And then is it based on how you score?
There's like a ranking thing, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll shoot qualifying, which in junior level, that's all that counts. So whatever you place in qualifying is what place you got.
Mm-hmm.
And then eliminations, which is at outdoor nationals, they'll take that score and your qualifying score, and they'll combine it together. So
I know you're talking English. I swear you are, but it's just trying to get my mind wrapped around, just because it's so different than what we're used to.
Uh-huh.
Right.
yeah,
Well,
but outdoor is mandatory.
The outdoor nationals is.
Yeah, you have to go to that one if you want to make the team.
Gotcha. So basically, once you're on the team, they provide you with all the expenses for a shoot, essentially. Is that correct? And have you gone and done any of the international stuff?
she went to Rome.
Yes, I just currently got back from Canada.
Okay,
And
I thought I
went
saw
to
that.
Rome last year.
Mm-hmm.
And repeat that again. We lost you a
I
little
went to Rome last year. I went to, and I just got back from Canada.
bit. Okay. And what was the Canadian event? What?
It was Canadian Target Nationals that they hosted.
So is that like a 60-meter thing, or tell us a little bit about this?
50 meters.
50? Okay.
So describe that for us. What, if you had to tell us exactly everything that you did when you were there, can you walk us through that?
Yes. So pretty much the first day when we got there, we just shot practice. So it was just a practice day. We went and shot, just relax, as many as you want. The second day was qualifying. You shoot 72 arrows for score.
Okay.
Which would be 12 ends of 6 arrows.
Okay.
And so that was scoring
And
the first day.
That's the big, yellow in the middle, red and blue. Is that right?
Yeah.
The target. It scores like a 10, 9, 8, 7 on out.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
She's drawing a picture in the airport.
We have a camera. It's not like when the bow dudes use their hands.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Did we tell you that this is really informal and really, really laid back?
That's funny.
Okay. Keep going. Sorry about that.
It's a 40-centimeter target we shoot at. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So 40 centimeters at 50 meters?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
And how did it go?
So then, the first day went decent. It was a little windy out there. We shot qualifying 2 days, so we shot that one day, and then we shot it the next day also. Another 72 arrows for score.
Gotcha. So if you're out there and it starts to kick up the wind really hard, is that when you're typically reaching in and grabbing a thumb trigger rather than a hinge? Is that kind of what your plan is there?
Yeah, that is my plan. When I shot in Canada, there was a lot of wind. Actually. It was really windy.
So how do you have to aim off target too, off the middle?
Yes, what I do, I just aim off. There's some people who try to use their bubble.
Okay, and bubble
But
into it.
I just, yeah. It was so windy, like it'd be blowing right, and then all of a sudden it'd blow left, and then it'd blow at you. It was bad. It was tough to figure out, but it was a good learning experience.
Oh, I'm sure.
Good. Glad to hear you
I'm
say
sure.
that. What was Rome like?
It was awesome.
Did you get to do some sightseeing?
That's the best tournament.
That was your favorite
Oh yeah,
tournament?
we went. Yeah, that's by far that or Vegas. Vegas is pretty high up there too.
Yeah.
So did you? What were some of the things that you got to see in Rome?
We went to see the Colosseum, and then we pretty much just drove around Rome. It was awesome.
Did you take your whole family? Or was it
Nope,
just you
I
and
went
Dad?
by myself.
Oh,
you
wow.
went all by
Oh.
yourself.
How about the Pope? Did you see him?
No,
No Pope? Darn.
no.
Did you like the Canadian one? Was it fun to sightsee around there or no?
We didn't really do much sightseeing around Canada. We pretty much just went and shot and hung out at the hotel. That's about it.
Yeah.
So did your folks have any sort of panic letting you go to Rome without them along, or did they feel like you were...
My mom did.
Yeah.
Because you're... What are you in high school now? Are you a sophomore, junior, sophomore?
I'm a junior.
Junior.
Oh, you're a junior.
Okay, so this coming year, you're starting your junior year. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
How about other kids in school? Do you have many other people that from school that shoot with you, or are you the odd man out?
I have a couple. I think there's 2 that shoot with me, 2 or 3, but there's a lot locally that shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot like just your indoor leagues, or...
Yeah, there's a lot that shoots indoor league, but we also have some people that travel to competitions and stuff just around here. And like 4-H, we have a whole bunch of kids. Archery has grown a lot around our area ever since I've shot it. I mean, there's a lot more people shooting around here and wanting to get into archery.
Yeah. They look up to you, I bet.
Probably so.
In Vegas, I know you did something really cool this year. You were in the pro division. Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Okay, so this was like my first year shooting pro division and indoor. And the first day I shot Vegas clean.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
A perfect 3.
And you were 15?
Yes, 15 at that time.
That's
And
really
you were
impressive.
like the youngest person ever to do that?
Yes.
Wow.
It was awesome.
I think I heard them announce your name. Was that right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty neat. You were leading the scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, for today.
Yeah. Hey, you still were leading the scoreboard, and you were the youngest person to do that, so that's pretty
quite
cool.
an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It was awesome.
And then I
Yeah,
heard...
I don't know what happened.
Oh, go ahead.
The second and third day, I don't know. I just dropped some points the second and third day, but it was a little pressure going into the second day knowing you were sitting in first.
Oh, wow. I bet. I
yeah,
bet it was.
everybody was chattering your name. Everyone's like, "Oh, did you see Brooke? Did you see that Brooke did that?" I'm sure that's what was going on. Yeah, pressure does weird things to you in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
But
it was a blast. I always have fun in Vegas.
Yeah, it is a good time. Now, I heard that Levi Morgan invited you to the OPA. Is that correct?
Yes, I did go to the OPA.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that? Because a lot of people that are listening may not even know what the OPA is or how it's done, because I know I don't know a whole lot about it. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
So pretty much the OPA, Levi Morgan invited the top 100 women, the top 100 master, and the top 200 in the pro men class. And it's pretty much a 3D shoot, known yardages. It's a little different than what I'm used to when I went out there. It was a pretty hard course with a lot of angles and stuff and far shots. So it was a little different than what I'm used to, because normally all I do is indoor and FIDA, not really much. It was really cool to do. I had a lot of fun hanging out with all the pros, and just being there was awesome. They had kind of bad weather conditions the second day we shot. It was very rainy and foggy and hard to see sometimes.
Right. We've seen some of the pictures of you guys sitting around in the buildings just waiting for the rain to stop a little bit just so you could shoot something. Yeah. Yeah,
it was miserable the second day, but I learned a lot, and I can't wait to go back next year.
Yeah, you did really well. I mean, you were in the top half for sure, and that's a lot to say for someone that hasn't even
really shot a 3D before.
Yeah, and gone out there and was invited, and it's kind of like being at the Academy Awards. It's just nice to be invited. You were nominated.
It's awesome to be there.
Right.
What? Now, maybe we're going to get you in trouble. Do you have a favorite pro?
Favorite pro? I would say Erica Jones.
Erica Jones, your favorite female pro?
Oh, yeah, because when I was younger, I would always shoot with her. Actually, my second year shooting NFAA Nationals, I shot right beside her.
Oh.
What was that like?
It was awesome.
Did you ask her any questions? Did you get to
we talked to her some.
Yeah.
We talked to her quite a bit, actually. I mean, she asked me about my softball sometimes.
Oh, your softball?
Right.
Yeah.
She's really nice, actually.
Yeah.
She's super friendly.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Going back to talking about the OPA and the 3D targets, did that spark an interest? Is that an area of archery that you would like to branch into sometime?
Yes, we have a 3D course around here that I love shooting, but it's called Broken Arrow. I haven't really shot it that much, but I want to try to get into more ASA shoots this year to go to them.
That would be great.
Good for you. I'm sure you'll...
Yeah, that'll be good. I know a lot of the girls that shoot or shot primarily IBO events and that sort of thing started coming to the ASA this year, and not just once, but multiple times, and were very, very successful at it.
Yeah, I don't see her having any problem.
I don't either.
Whatsoever.
Not at all.
Yeah,
you just...
I love 3D.
Go ahead.
I love 3D. It's just something different than what I'm used to, and
we hear
I
that
like being
a lot.
outside.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. Well, you just turned 16, and you got your driver's license. So, did you get a car?
Yes, I do have a car.
Yeah. Did you have to buy it yourself, or did Dad fork over the cash?
Or did he say, like,
No,
go
my
win a bunch of
grandpa
stuff?
Oh, Grandpa got it.
Oh.
What's Grandpa's name? He might be listening to this. What's Grandpa's name?
Stan Hinkle.
Stan Hinkle. Well, good for him to get his Brookie a car.
Oh, yeah.
What did he get you?
A 2002 Mustang.
Wow. Well, we're all envious.
Are you going to actually still want to shoot, or are you just going to want to drive around and show off your car now? I think I'd be
drive around to show it off.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're friends with Brianna. She put a big Prime sticker across her car. Are you going to do something like that for your Hoyt?
I hope so. I mean, I love Bree's car with the Prime. Me and Bree are like pretty good friends. We hang out at most tournaments together.
Yeah, we discussed having you guys talk at the same time, but we're going to give her own podcast and you your own podcast. But we did talk a lot about maybe putting you guys on here together because she's doing good things too. I heard that you're thinking about going to Dan Yessa's shoot in St. Louis.
Yep, I'm hoping I can go there. I think that'll be a really fun shoot.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty skilled course. I mean, you've got to really know your
cuts and angles and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've not been, but how are you going to prepare for that if you go?
Don't you sabotage our stuff.
Oh, and what are you shooting the pro class or are you shooting the amateur class?
Yeah.
I don't know yet what I'm shooting. I mean, I'll probably just shoot the pro class when I go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if I should quit now and not go because I'm planning to go.
It's like on a delay.
My husband and I talked about it, but we just can't add it this year. Maybe
to your list of things that...
Yeah. I still want to go to Vegas, so... Okay.
I don't blame you.
Your dad was talking a little bit about at league you carried the highest average in the league, and some of the guys were razzing you because they said it was all because of your equipment. And then you... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you decided to change some stuff up and try to show them up again. What did you change up?
So pretty much they all were complaining about my equipment and stuff because I pretty much went out there and smoked everyone.
Right.
So then
that's great.
The next year I shot my hunting bow, which I have a Matthews Jewel for hunting.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just took that out there with all hunting stuff, hunting arrows, a whisker biscuit, pins as sight, and I still barely came out with the highest average. I think I was going to shoot off for the highest average.
That's awesome.
With your hunting rig. That's great.
That's great.
Shooting the whisker biscuit. I mean, you even broke it all the way down and said there's nothing you can complain about now.
That's funny. What'd they say to you? What did they say when you did that to them?
Yeah.
They couldn't believe it. Just switching to my hunting bow and still being able to shoot what I pretty much shot with my target bow.
Right.
It sounds like you just practice a little more than them guys, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They don't really practice much. They just kind of get together and just shoot a league right before hunting season.
I run into the same exact problems. I'm like, you guys, it's not the equipment. It's for sure the amount of... Yeah, you got to shoot and you got to be dedicated to it. And you get these guys that come to the leagues and just like you said, they're there just to get tuned up for hunting. And,
right.
And they get all sour-faced. Well... Go and do some of the things that we do.
Yeah.
I do have another question. Do you work on your own equipment, or does Dad help you, or how proficient are you on, doing things, putting twists in cables, changing your draw length if you need to, tying on a D-loop, all that good stuff?
Well, right now we have a local shop about 20 minutes away from us. It's called Game Masters. They pretty much work on my equipment, and I'm starting to learn how to do more and more stuff on my bow and learning how to set up my bow and fix stuff. But for now, I pretty much just have them work on it, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like the race car driver. Yeah, you've got your crew that works on your car for you, and you just go out and drive it.
There you go.
So they work on your
Pretty
bow, and you
much.
just go out and shoot it.
Yeah. I'm wanting to learn more about my bow, and I'm wanting to work there one day just to work in the archery section and stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good to have that knowledge.
Yeah, it is. And then another question I had too, coaching. Have you seen any professional, or did you have that as one of your questions?
No, I just wrote it down. I was going to say she was self-taught. We're thinking along the same way.
let's talk about like who taught you how to shoot, who taught you how to use a hinge, all that good stuff.
So pretty much my first coach that I really ever had was my dad. But then once I got a little better, there's Spencer McCutcheon around here and Chase Wilson. They helped me pretty much learn how to use the hinge and learn how to shoot. I still shoot with them. And then now my main coaches, like USA coaches, are Linda Beck and Dee Falks.
Oh, you've worked with Dee, okay.
Yeah, I work with Dee.
Cool.
Now, when you work with Dee, do you go down to, where is he out of, Tennessee or?
Yep,
Can't
Tennessee.
remember.
Yeah. So do you go down there, or do you just meet up somewhere?
Yes, I have been down there with him to shoot with him at his range. And when I went to Rome, actually, he was one of the coaches, and he coached me when I was in Rome.
Okay.
You're doing good things, girl.
Oh, yeah. So what are your your future your future plans as far as archery goes and school and that sort of thing? You have any plans laid out yet?
Where I'm wanting to go is Texas A&M for archery. I'm hoping to get to go there.
Mm-hmm. And why there?
And after
why Texas A&M?
I love the facility. It's nice. I've met the coaches. I've talked with them. I also have some friends that are going down there at Texas A&M that shoot archery.
Okay.
And it's like they have a really good archery program that they're holding down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'd be a great place to go do, like, to keep up with my sport during college.
Okay.
So when you file for, like, scholarships, could you possibly get a full ride there, or is that already in the works?
It's iffy with archery at some colleges because it's not like a full scholarship sport yet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
but I'm hoping one day it will be.
Yeah.
Have you
in a couple of years?
I was going to say, I wonder about the S3DA, although I don't know she'd have to work out of a club or not, because they're doing a lot of scholarship work too.
Yeah, and NFA gives one.
You're in Missouri, right?
Yes.
MBH has a scholarship too. They give Missouri Bow Hunters.
Yeah.
You should probably look into that. I don't know if you're an MBH member or not. I know they do though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I shoot their shoot.
Right.
So what do you want to major in?
What?
What do you want to major in when you go to college?
I thought about physical therapy. I thought that would be cool, but because I broke so many bones and stuff and had to go to therapy and stuff. I mean, that or an x-ray technician.
Okay.
Like, give people x-rays.
Right. Yeah, you should go into physical therapy. That way you can come back and work on us old people when we break down and fall apart, and then you can help us.
So if we run into you at shoots while you're not on the line, you could give massages.
Yeah. Give us some exercises to do.
Bring one of those chairs. Give deep tissue
this
massages.
Girl is going to be way too busy winning stuff to be bringing the chair and the table.
I'm thinking, so how much money could she make at a shoot? Doing
massages?
Oh, yeah.
She would just have to hire one of her associates. She's got too much to be doing.
She'll have an assistant.
I've actually seen people give massages.
Well, I've seen them
at shoot.
Yeah. They had it at Vegas this year.
They've had it at some of the ASAs before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That'll fund your archery. I don't know. Your winnings are probably doing pretty well with that.
Yeah, you should go to some of those ASAs this next couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, they do. It looks like to me they pay out pretty good, and that's a lot more than we're getting in NFAA.
Right, and with contingencies too. Some of the manufacturers have really upped the amount of contingency, so that's really pulling some people in. So there you go, Brooke. There's another money-making opportunity for you.
Yeah, I think if I did what we're talking about is entering in the known 45 when I go.
Yeah.
Because I'm not too good at judging yardages yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and I've heard that yet in there. So does that mean that's maybe something that you're going to tinker with in the future?
Yes, I'd like to start shooting more unknown yardages and known. I want to start shooting both. Just learn how to judge yardage on the unknown.
I wished I had started when you did. That would have made life so much easier. I mean, even at 16, I wish I could have started judging yardage and everything. You have such a long career ahead of you.
Or just shooting in general.
Just shooting in general, yeah. You're so lucky to have gone and watched your dad at 10 or 11 years old and gotten the spark at that age, because you have such an advantage over us old fogies. I mean, old people. I mean, I'm not too old yet, but I'm getting there.
But she's right. You are so fortunate to come into it at such a young age.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of time left. What about hunting? Going that, do you do much deer hunting? Or I know it's around the corner season.
Yeah, I try to deer hunt when I can. I mean, I love going. I haven't got one with my bow, but I've got a deer with my gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Have you just gotten the one, or have you harvested several with a gun?
I've had 2 with a gun and a couple turkeys.
Right on.
Oh.
Awesome.
It's better than
I still have
That's
never
good.
killed a turkey. That's one of the things I'd really like to.
I've killed one. That's it.
It's, you get the dual tag for bow season, and I've had so many turkeys come up close, and then this is the second I move.
Well, and I got mine with a shotgun. I haven't attempted anything with
a bow.
With a bow, no. Yeah. So.
Well, I know we didn't.
Yeah.
I mentioned that you made the red team. That's the USA compound. It's a step up from the dream team, correct? Or am I wrong?
Yes, that's right. The red team is what I actually traveled with to Canada. They picked 6 girls and 6 guys for the compound side, and they actually paid for us to go to Canada. Like, they paid for everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool.
Now, did your folks go with you on that too, or was that just you and the team?
No, I went by myself. Cool. Yeah, just me and the team.
Well, but see, in that part, you're still in North America. It's the whole going to Europe thing that would have kind of freaked me out a little bit if I was mom or dad. What about next year? Are you planning on going any big overseas, or?
Well, she's still on the red team, correct, Brooke?
Does that go through?
Yes, I saw.
2017?
I think she's got the spot until, what, you're 18 or something like that?
Until you're 20, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're there for a while.
So they'll continue paying for your trips to different places, like 1 or 2 a year or something? Or is that when you were talking about you just got the 1,500?
So far, we've only done one this year, but next year I heard a rumor, or I don't know, but apparently we're going to Europe again next year.
That's cool.
So I think it's probably like 1 or 2 trips a year maybe for the red team.
Now, when you go and do any of these shoots, I mean, even your local or your MBH, do you still get nervous, or have you done enough to where your nerves are pretty subdued?
The only tournament I found myself getting nervous at was Vegas after the first day.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't really get nervous a whole bunch unless it's a huge shoot and there's a lot on the line. Like Outdoor Nationals, I was a little nervous for because everyone goes that's good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when I'm nervous, I just kind of just shoot, and it still goes the same. I haven't found out it affects much. But
Good.
the only place I was really nervous was Vegas the second day.
Second day.
Yeah.
And that was probably just all the pressure of everybody like, oh, my gosh, you shot so great. And,
Yeah.
you know, there was definitely a spotlight on you.
Yeah.
But see, now you've got that experience under your belt, and you won't be nervous the next time.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for this year.
Well, I have a question that I ask everyone. Do you carry anything in your hip quiver that is something no one would know about, or something like a good luck charm or anything like that?
Not. I have my Missouri Outlaw softball pin on my quiver.
Okay.
And also, out in Vegas when I shot the 300, we went to this stand, and they had keychains from like every score you could get. And I got a
Yes.
300 score.
Sweet.
That's hanging on my quiver.
I seen those this year. That was new this year, don't you think? I did never see those before.
I think it was new.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I think it was new.
I seen them during the awards hand those out, and then I seen that you could get them at that booth. And I thought about going and getting one because I always pick up a poker chip keychain every year I've gone, and I wear that on my hip quiver. But I did see that, and I was thinking, I wonder if that was new. But I wasn't real proud of my scores, so maybe I don't want to hang it on my hip. I'll just get the blank ones that say $1 million. But that's cool.
Yeah.
That's,
When you went up there,
do what, hun?
what? Yeah, when we went up there, you had to like show them your scorecard. They wouldn't just give you the pin to you.
Oh, yeah. So you earned it, man. That's cool. So that's what you got on your quiver. Do you have any questions you guys want to finish up asking?
I think I've asked everything I wanted
Julie,
to hear.
what about the pet peeve? Do you have an archery pet peeve?
Yeah. When someone on my bail,
Do you have two
when
pet
someone
peeves?
on my bail, yes. When someone on my bail thinks the arrow is in when it is clearly out, and then the judge comes over and just barely looks at it and says it's out.
Yeah.
And the whole bail thinks it's out, and that one person thinks it in and is in and has to argue for it.
Gotcha.
Well, they're not as good as you. Yours are always in. They're just grasping for straws.
That's right. They need all the help they can get.
Say if you want it, put it all the way in there, buddy.
It is sort of annoying. It is sort of annoying. I know what you're talking about, because you go down to your bail and you just want to get back, especially if you're the next person up to shoot. And you just want to get your arrows out, and you just want to get back and get comfortable and get on the line and be focused. And you're the last one, and everybody's up on the line staring at you, and
Like,
your blood
come
pressure
on.
goes up, and you go back, and you're
up.
like, I'm sweating from the 20-yard walk back. That's probably one of my pet peeves, too. Is that your only pet peeve, or you have another one?
That's about it. I mean,
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a big one.
You have many more years in archery to find some more.
Oh yeah, we'll interview you in 9 months or 12 months from now, and you'll have we'll go to pet peeve number 2 and then pet peeve number 3.
I have come up with some more. Well, hun, you have been absolutely wonderful to talk to. Do you have anything else you want to talk about that we didn't cover tonight?
not really. Pretty much talked about most of everything.
I actually do have one more final question, and then I'll quit bugging you. But if you were to talk to somebody brand new, came up to you, just said, I'm thinking about getting into archery, what are some tips? What should I do? Where do I start? What advice would you give them?
For most everyone around here that wants to start into archery, my advice is pretty much if you want to start like competitive archery, start in 4-H. That's like the best place you could start. But everyone who wants to do archery, the first thing I tell them is you got to practice. You can't just pick up a bow and expect to be great.
Right.
You've got to practice and put the time in and just shoot.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of people locally around you probably see the ease that you have on the line and how well you shoot and think they can do the same. So that's probably excellent advice, because it doesn't come that easy. You really have to work for it, and you've really worked hard for what you've got. You're very talented.
Well, thanks.
Well,
thank you guys for having me on your broadcast.
Thanks for being on it. We appreciate it.
Thanks for being on, and we will follow your career a little bit, and maybe, I don't know, share some of your accomplishments over the next several months with the rest of the crowd out there. But congratulations on what's going on. I think we'll see you in the future.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Archery career.
This episode will air in what?
About 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. So we'll let you know beforehand that's coming out, or you'll probably see it on Facebook before we can get a hold of you, because we send it off and it gets put out there, and share it or whatever, but we'll keep you informed.
Okay.
And keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome, and
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Are you going to come up to the Kensie Pro-Am? When is it? December usually?
Yeah.
December, January.
It's supposed to be in January, but it's
second.
Maybe
we could do like a little setup there and do a couple of
maybe we can catch you there and sit down, and we'll have a little bit of probably some video or some pictures of you, and do another little podcast, maybe a little mini cast. So
okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you go and not take any more of your time up, but you just keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me again.
All right. Thanks so much, and
Bye,
and good luck to you. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
So her connection had a little bit of
I don't know what was going on with that and the beeps and stuff.
I don't know. I think there was a poltergeist on her end, maybe.
No, maybe.
Just hope everybody knows that she wasn't saying anything foul language. We weren't beeping, bleeping, or anything.
No. Usually that would be us.
It did kind of like, was she playing softball at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, she is very talented.
That is pretty impressive. So.
Yeah. And
yes.
I've kind of been, I know who she is. I'm aware of her name, but when it gets into that type of archery, I'm kind of lost as far as the process and where they go and what they do and that kind of thing.
You mean the USA?
Yeah.
Well, they shoot the targets like this with with the
yellow
and the red and the blue, and they're however many centimeters. Which she was like, I don't have enough math skills to figure out that one, but I'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, it was just cracking me up because all I could think of was glowy pin.
Me too.
I always come up with the best.
I know. Barb, you are wonderful. You are our gem.
Oh, yes. We love you.
Yeah.
And then Otto had to be in the middle of it, too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Otto, the podcast dog.
We should have let her give a nod to her dad, because her dad sure did help us a lot on getting some information about her.
Well, Dad gave you all sorts of bio and background.
Right.
So we could do a nice little write-up and put it up on the website.
And I know that he takes her to a lot of things and makes sure it's possible for her to get to those things.
So. Right.
Sounds like her family is extremely supportive. Even Grandpa is helping out with the car.
When you're that young, you do have to have that support of the family. I mean, it helps, certainly. Right. But yeah, I even was kind of, I don't know, how would you have felt if like Morgan or Evan or somebody was going to go to Rome on an archery tournament? And this was a year or two ago, so she would have only been, 14 or 15?
Actually, we did let Morgan go to England, Wales, and Ireland between her 8th and 9th grade year, so about the same age. And it was nerve-wracking. She was gone for like 21 days. And
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Clinton did a Spanish thing and for Spanish club or whatever for 10 days, but he was between junior and senior year, so he was a little bit more mature. And it was a sort of a chaperone thing, and I'm assuming that would be a chaperone thing too.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I'm sure
and Morgan's was too. It was chaperoned. It was a people-to-people trip. And,
still, though,
but yeah, it was. I mean, it sucked for us as parents, but she had a ball. It was a chance of a lifetime.
It's just nerve-wracking. And then I think, like right around the time when my son went, they had that TV show that came out called Locked Up Abroad. And
Barb, you did that. You did that to yourself.
I did. I happened upon it. I was like on Discovery Channel, and it was like,
I think I would.
I was like, oh my God, don't wind up on in a Turkish prison anywhere.
Did you get to call him and let him know?
Yeah. No, we had that conversation before he left. If anybody asked you to carry anything, refuse.
So
I think they go over that in the airport too. You weren't the only one.
Did he go to Spain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They went to Spain.
Oh my goodness.
But that's, when you send a young person off, you're like,
And so young. I mean,
Yeah.
14, 15 years old. I mean, she just turned 16.
I think you have to gauge their maturity because, like, my son at the same age, there is no way I would have allowed him to step foot outside of the house, pretty much, because of the maturity level.
You're restricted to this county.
I think when we did leave him with a friend at that age, he wound up streaking through the drive-thru at McDonald's.
That's right.
In a sombrero.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So the 1 minute you don't keep an eye
exactly.
on him.
Yeah. So see, you do have to judge them by their maturity level, whether they can handle going off on a trip like that.
Did the law show up at your door?
Not at my door, but they did get caught because they were out basically after curfew in town.
With no clothes on.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
that was
sombreros.
Probably part of the problem.
They had sombreros. Good thing.
You can cover a lot with that sombrero, though, I bet.
Yeah, it's a long
like
story.
A taco?
Oh my goodness! But no, I found out through his football coach that they had gotten in trouble with the police. We were actually at
you don't live in
the Midwest
a very big,
Open. It was Presley's then.
You didn't live in a very big town. So.
No, well, we live in the country, and we let him stay with a friend for that weekend. And that friend's parents let them go out with some other boys.
And the next thing you know, they're naked.
Yeah.
Because that's where it goes.
Running through town.
Let's just say I've had more discussions with Evan's football coach over Evan's genitalia. Way more than I ever wanted to in my life. I'm not kidding. There are other stories I can tell, but I won't get into it here.
Does Evan listen to this?
I don't know if he listens or not, but he knows I tell these stories on.
Oh my God.
On air.
Well, now on air, yeah.
Have fun.
That's pretty great.
But yeah, definitely you have to know if your kid's mature enough to handle.
Yeah, I know.
Mine she sounds like she's mature enough.
Yeah, I don't know what the punishment is for streaking in Europe, so.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I'd be, that'd
Isn't
make me
it
nervous.
an eye for an eye?
I don't.
All right, I think we're going to stop it there. Let's not elaborate.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my goodness.
I have nothing to follow that up with.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh.
Jim's sitting over there just,
like,
gosh,
whatever.
These girls. They live on a different planet.
That's all right. It's a fun planet.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you should show them the Bowdivas shirt. Can everybody see the Bowdivas shirt?
Yes. See, there it is. And there's another one on the Target in the back.
Yeah.
And Alicia and all of her
we may
talent
open a shirt store.
is making those.
Yeah. We may do a giveaway of a shirt very similar to that kind of soon. We want to get our numbers up on Facebook so we can beat the Bow dudes.
That's right.
So
Got to beat those dudes.
Yeah.
They can't possibly
I noticed that
us.
We have less makeup on than the dudes lately.
Well, yeah, that and
Right.
But did you notice they copied us? I think on their last live video, they were sitting on the couch, all hanging out, chilling out. It's like, well, we already did that.
We did the couch.
Like, come on,
We
come
could
up
do the
with something
front
new.
porch.
Yeah.
I think we need to go shopping.
They still haven't. Well, yeah, they have done the.
Well,
beer
that's what
punch.
I was
Never
thinking.
mind.
Maybe if we went to the one person you were talking about and we went
Did a little shopping. That's
because-
what I was thinking too.
but truly, that store has the most female hunting
They do.
attire, swimwear, anything you can think of. That store is really a go-to
Just trying
place
to
for
see our
women.
Live feed. Is there anybody watching us?
I don't know. My
I don't
phone
know.
died.
Oops.
One person.
It's probably
It's probably Jim.
Whoever you are. Yeah.
no.
Oh, he's not even watching us. Jeez.
I'll watch us now.
Oh, we're
Come
two.
on,
Look at that. We're
everybody.
at two. Oh, we're three.
No, that was because I just signed on.
Oh, yeah.
and get our numbers up.
I picked up a couple of things when we were at the Classic to go in the swag bag.
Awesome.
So we're gradually adding goodies
Yeah.
to it, and we just need to start giving some of it away, but
We can do that.
we need people to help us out.
I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another cup, not like that one like I did before. And then I have shirts and things like that. So if anybody is interested, I know we have a few promised to one little girl.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I sent off a couple of stickers to another little girl.
Yes.
So let me know if you want something like that. There might be a little bit of a fee if it's for a particular, person or something like that. I don't know.
Depends
I'm
on
not
who you
like
are.
I'm not like favoritism, but like if you're getting it for somebody else, if it's not a true fan.
Yeah. True fan.
Well,
Well, we do have a couple of loyal listeners that
those
we're
are the
sending
ones I'm
stuff
talking
to.
about.
Right.
We have people that really, really support us. If you want to become on that list, maybe you can get a free shirt. I don't know.
It means you'll have to like everything we post.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's
Like
right.
everything.
Interact with us on social media.
Yeah, we like that.
Worship
kind of
the
thing.
ground we walk on.
There you
Oh,
go.
there is no worshiping of the ground we walk on. I haven't seen any of these people worshiping that. Oh, goodness. Well, anyway, if you want to find us, we are on Facebook, and we also have a page, www.bowdivas.com, and on Facebook, it's Bowdiva Podcast, and Instagram is Bowdiva Podcast.
And Twitter is Bowdivas01.
Yeah, but Twitter
Were
is
we
Bowdivas
tweeting much though? I don't think. I've
Not
not ever
really.
been on the twit.
The Twit.
Twit.
Well, you should stay off the twit.
Should stay off that twit.
And here comes the explicit label.
You can beat that, can't you?
Oh, probably, but I usually get kind of lazy by the time it's time
just
to edit, and I just let it
all
roll.
slide.
She turns it into like
we
a
don't
little
have
soundbite.
like FCC regulations or anything, do we?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't think it is.
So,
can't-
all
So
right.
yeah, like us on all of our social medias. Get us out there. Post us on your page. Share us when we go to putting our podcast up. Listen to our podcast. Those downloads count.
You're being kind of bossy.
Yeah, I'm telling them what to do. They want a shirt, dang it. No, not that bossy. I'm a pretty nice girl. So anyway, go to our social media pages and like us.
Okay.
Cha.
Great.
That's all I got.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yep.
Join us again next week. I have nothing to say.
We're out.
I was afraid it was going to be inappropriate, so I just like edit myself.
We're still recording.
And we're still live.
They couldn't hear it because she whispered it. She whispered.
Go turn
Shut
that
off the
thing
live
off before
feed.
things get bad.